Hey, and welcome to the first day of your 21-day cortisol detox. I'm so excited that you're here. Welcome back. Today, the theme of our lesson is grounding and feeling safe in our bodies. So, when our cortisol gets too high, remember we're in that fight and flight. So, as you went through the introductory lessons of this course, learning whether you have high cortisol or low cortisol or a combination of the two, again, remember that that can change from day to day and week to week. So, this practice specifically helps you to ground anytime you're just feeling not so great. You feel like life is just all over the place and chaotic. This is where you can come to reground and reset. So, whether your cortisol is too high, meaning too hot, or if your cortisol is too low, meaning it's too cold, this practice is going to rebalance you. So, we're going to get started on our backs today. You're going to swing your legs around if you're facing me in the long position. And we want to slowly hook our hands underneath our thighs, use your abdominals, and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Feet are going to be on the mat, and I want you to pick your toes up and then splay them out and really intentionally feel grounded. Put a light pressure down into your feet. And from here, you're going to lay the hands, palms facing up, and just begin to slide your shoulder blades down your back, almost like you're doing a shoulder roll backwards. Pick the shoulder up and settle back. Maybe start to rock the head side to side, loosen up into the jaw, into the throat, into the back of the neck. And I want you to feel all the contact points of the earth on the back of your skull, down your spine, the back of your sacrum, and feeling your feet connected. Now, the feet are really important as we have lots of nerve endings and mechanoreceptors that communicate back to the body. We have those the most in our hands, our feet, and our face. So as you feel the feet connected, I want you to start to bring an intention of feeling grounded, supported, and safe. And feel free to choose a mantra for this practice. It can be, I am safe, I am secure, whatever comes to your mind, whatever resonates to your body or makes you feel safe. Let's take that mantra. And we're going to begin the practice today with some breath work. We're going to be doing the 4-4-4-4, which is box breathing. So we're going to inhale for 4, hold the breath for 4, exhale out through the mouth for 4, and again, hold for 4. And we're going to take 5 rounds of this to begin. So when you're ready, just take a deep breath in through your nose and imagine like an umbrella opening up upside down and feeling that breath really filling down into the hips, out into the sides. And then as you exhale, it comes out of the mouth and that umbrella closes back up. All right, let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale down and out. And exhale. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Beautiful. Let's start the breath. Begin to inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Open mouth. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And exhale, mouth. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to count. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. And hold. Same rhythm as before. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. and hold. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And just begin to rock the knees side to side. Take the head side to side as well. And you're going to begin to lift the hands up to the sky, to the ceiling, wherever you are. Start to roll out the wrists as you're rocking the knees and the head side to side. Beautiful. Take the wrists the opposite direction. Awesome. Weave the fingers together, stretch the hands overhead, lay the left foot down and the right foot down, pointing the toes, pressing through your toes, pressing through the hands. Take a nice deep inhale in. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, let out any garbage you've been hanging on to. Like just like blech, like you're trying to, you don't like something in your mouth. You're like blech. Take that again, deep breath in. Get rid of all those toxic crap. Once more, deep breath in. And exhale out through the tongue. Beautiful. All right. Step the feet onto the mat. Release the arms down. Bring the right knee into the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and dissolve the leg down. Now you're going to take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, you're going to draw the knee towards your chest and your nose towards your knee. Exhale. And try to narrow the back of the throat. Open the mouth, separate the teeth, and almost like you're fogging a glass, okay? So the Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Perfect. Right foot goes down. Left goes long. Deep breath in. And exhale, curl up. Deep breath. Exhale. Good. Deep breath. Really stimulating the hip joints, getting the core involved, really pumping that cerebral spinal fluid up and down through the breath. Last one. Exhale out. Beautiful. All right. Stretch the hands overhead. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring both knees into your chest and curl up. Good. You can top toe the toes down. Tiptoe. There we go. Exhale and come up. Again, if both legs is not accessible, feel free to just do one leg at a time. You're going to feel a little heat developing into the stomach. All good. Exhale. We want to do just a little mild detox. Remember, we're stimulating the base of the spine. We're stimulating the pelvic floor. So think about holding your pee and a fart. For my ladies, you can even throw a little light Kegel in there, but we want to think more about the muscles that prevent us from our pee leaking and from a tutor coming out. You can laugh. It's funny. Awesome. Okay, bring the feet down. Super. All right. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, curl up to your side, and you're going to push up through your free hand. And you're going to come into long sitting in your mat. Of course, I'm facing you to the side. Hands are going to come back behind you. Now, remember, I said we've got those mechanoreceptors and all the nerve endings in our feet. This is a really fun exercise. I love it because, as an adult, we can't throw temper tantrums, but this is what you can do if you've had a really crap day and you just want to blow off some steam. This actually helps as a somatic exercise to reground you and to stimulate all the nerve endings and just to cleanse out all the BS that you've kind of gone through. All right, when you're ready, we're just going to slap the feet onto the mat. Again, if you have any foot issues or this doesn't feel too good, no worries, no judgments. You can do it light. We just want to tap those feet. Beautiful. Again, if holding the hands back doesn't feel good, you can also do this seated in a chair if being on the floor is not accessible. And you can come back to your elbows as well if being up on the hands is not accessible either, or you get tired. All right, now let's pick it up a little bit. All right. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Find your breath. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Come back up. And just give yourself a moment to integrate. You can take a comfortable seat if that feels really good to you. Again, you can sit with a long seat, legs out, or feet grounded. All good, no worries, no judgments. And just feel the residue of that movement, that stimulation, that bit of buzzing coming up your legs, stimulating that root chakra, and notice any energetic changes that you feel. Do you feel a little bit happier? Nice. All right. So I'm going to turn around and face you. Let's take an easy seat when you're ready. And let's really begin to ground down. We're going to ground down through the right hand. Take the left hand up and over. Deep breath in and exhale. We're going to side bend. Good. And we're going to flow in and out of this. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale, reach to the sky and really carry that over. Try to keep both sitting bones on the ground. Deep breath in, exhale. So when we flow, we'll repeat it about 5 times. Breathe in, exhale, good. Let's take it to the opposite side. Left hand coming down, right hand going up. Breathe in, exhale. And that bottom arm begins to bend. Deep breath in, exhale. Deep breath, exhale. You're doing great. Deep breath in. Exhale. Beautiful. Deep breath in and exhale. Awesome. Bring the hands to the knees. We're going to do my favorite signature move. It's called Beyonce Asana. If you know me, you know I use this motion. But if you don't, and it's brand new to you, you can have a little chuckle as well. You're going to take the chest and you're making a half circle around as you breathe in, as the chest expands. Deep breath in, and then as you exhale, sweep the belly in, make a half circle back, and then breathe in as you come back to the side. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in and exhale out. Think of channeling your inner bay. Deep breath, exhale around, keeping contact with your sitting bones, really feeling the spine lifting up so we're not allowing ourselves to be crushed by gravity. We're actually using gravity to our benefit. Reverse this now. Inhale the opposite side. Exhale around. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Exhale around. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale. Last one. Deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to take the feet wide and we're going to just slowly drop the knees side to side. No worries. No judgments. And when you're ready, we're going to move over to the right side. We're going to take a 90-90 position in the knees. So 90 degrees in the front knee, 90 degrees in the back knee. Again, if this isn't accessible, you can come up and put a block underneath your hip or a pillow. Again, if you can't get down to the floor, you can also do this on your bed. And you can just swing, go to the opposite side of the bed, put your right foot on the ground and have the left leg up on the bed, and you can lean forward this way. Now we're going to zip up nice and tall. Exhale, cascade down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath and exhale. Come all the way up, sit back to your hips and just begin to rock your knees side to side. Beautiful. So now let's go over to the opposite side, to the left. Again, we are coming into 90-90. One side might be a little bit different, especially if you don't have a lot of internal rotation in the hip. No worries, no judgments. Again, you can do this on the bed or on the sofa. Lift up, take a deep breath in, exhale, cascade down. Deep breath in. Exhale and cascade down. Deep breath. Exhale. Now this practice this week, this reset week, is not about pushing it and doing more and pressing your body into uncomfortable postures. It's about allowing. It's about softness, not more, more, more. It's how can you ease back and just trust your body to go where it needs to go. Beautiful. Come back to the center, rock the knees side to side. We're going to come into an easy seat once again. Again, if this isn't comfortable for you, go ahead and pull out a chair and go ahead and sit on the chair. You're still going to get the same benefits as being on the floor. So now what you're going to do is take your left hand, and I'm mirroring you. You're going to reach around to your right shoulder, and you're just going to make little half circles. So I want you to pull down. Again, if you're one of my ladies who's a little more well endowed, no worries. Just lightly apply pressure, nothing to be too uncomfortable in the front. And for here, and if not, you can also sit on a towel, bring it over your shoulder and pull down as well, if that's not accessible. All right, so from here, we're just gonna make little mini circles, dropping the chin down and circling down and back. If you wanna add to this and get a little more somatic release, take your right hand and hook it underneath your left underarm and give yourself a little hug, okay? So 5 half circles. Really working through the neck joint, but don't force anything. Nothing sharp shooting or painful. Perfect. All right. From here, you're going to wrap your hand around your shoulder, left hand around right shoulder, and just begin to sway side to side. I want you to come back to your mantra. You know, it's not every day that we get touched or we get hugged, and sometimes we really need a hug, but this stimulates mechanoreceptors in your skin and allows the body and signals to the brain that you are safe. And swaying side to side, beautiful. Let's switch this out now. So your right hand's going to come to your left shoulder, pull down and just relax, and you're going to take little half circles. Again, if you want to take that hugging motion, go ahead and wrap to the underarm as well. Give me just a moment. Up and down, beautiful. Last one. And your breath is just really natural here. Go ahead and wrap that arm, that hand around your shoulder, and take it side to side. Beautiful. And already you should feel a shift in your energy. You should feel a calming, a settling. And, you know, we want to bring it back to primitive times, you know, when we were babies, when our mothers held us and rocked us. And even if we didn't get that experience, maybe some of us grew up without mothers and we didn't have anybody to hold us. But now as adults, we can hold ourselves. And then sometimes the best person to hold us is ourselves. Beautiful. All right. So from here, you're going to take your right hand down to the mat. Left hand's going to go overhead, and you're going to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Again, nothing sharp or shooting. You might feel a pull all the way down the arm into the hand. That's normal. We're really stretching the nerve here, but nothing too intense in the shoulder, okay? Again, remember, this is all really gentle. This is not forced. Just keep the breath flowing in and out. This is more about feeling than about pushing into any set posture or feeling in a really intense stretch. It's more about just feeling your way through it. Good. Let's come out of this now. Hands to the knees and just shake out the neck. Loosen it up. Beautiful. Again, when we're really stressed, our neck and our shoulders and the front of the neck can really take a beating. It gets really, really tense and tight. It starts to pull on our lower neck, and then we start to look more aged. So I'm helping you right now stay young and fit. You're going to take your left hand down to the ground. Right hand's going to come up and over. And just begin to drop the ear towards the shoulder. Really good. And breathe. Just a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to shake ourselves out of that, really clear the slate. Beautiful. Now, remember, the hands have a lot of mechanoreceptors and nerve endings as well. So we're going to come into a tabletop position as we start to round out this practice. And I just want you to rock your hips side to side now. So really think about pressing and seeing if there's any tightness, any stiffness, any discomfort in the sides of your hips, and just begin to explore that space. Just as you press side to side, shifting the weight, tuck your toes under so you have a sense of grounding and stability both in the hands and in the feet. Make sure the fingers connect with the ground. The whole ring of the palm is connected with the ground. Beautiful. So let's just begin to swirl the hips around, really lubricate, hydrate. If being on your knees doesn't feel good, you can, of course, always pad the knees with a folded large towel. I usually pad my knees. Today I'm not, because we're not going to be here very long, but normally for a longer practice on the knees, I will use a towel. Highly, highly recommend, especially with the kneecap and the tendinous tissues that are there as well. We don't want to irritate them. Beautiful. Let's sweep it around the opposite way. So just lubricating, hydrating the hips. This is all soft and yummy. Soft and yummy is the theme. Beautiful. Good. Separate the knees, come back to center. Bring the toes together, and you're going to sit back for child's pose. Again, if flipping the feet flat don't feel good, tuck the toes under and slowly walk your hands out. And feel free, you can lay your head to the side. Really breathing into your tailbone, into your low back, into the sides of the hips. And feel free to switch to the opposite side of the head as well. Just keeping the breath cycling really soft. Beautiful. Let's come back up onto hands and knees. Last stretch. You're going to take your left leg back behind you, and you're going to slide it across the right leg and try to drop the knee down, okay? So that's a little crisscross there. If you don't have that, you can just bring the knee here and sit the hip back. We're going to apply a light pressure, but we're going to try to do, I'm going to face from the back just so you can see this. Not that I want to give you a butt shot, but we're going to crisscross this way, and we're just going to rock back and forth to get into the hips. Now, if you're really tight in the hips, you might not move a lot, and that's okay. No worries, no judgments. If this one doesn't feel good, you can also flip onto your back, cross the knees around, and come this way and pull them up and back. So that is the modification for this one. All right. Beautiful. Let's unravel here. Back to hands and knees. Right leg goes back. It slides around and the knee comes down. Beautiful. Flip the feet down, and then you're just going to rock back and forth. Beautiful. Unravel now. Go ahead and sit down onto your hip, and you're going to flip all the way down to your back. Slowly and gently lower yourself down to the mat. Take your feet wide and slowly and gently lay your hands long and just let the earth support you for a moment. Let yourself reconnect. And as you lay here, I want you to picture a place where you feel the most safe. It could be where you are currently. It could be on a vacation somewhere. Maybe it's on a beach. Maybe it's in the mountains. Maybe it's in a grandparent's home. Wherever feels most cozy, most safe. Just picture yourself there. I like to use these anchoring moments throughout my day when cortisol is on the rise, when there's stress or situations where I don't feel safe. When you use those places of anchoring, like a safe space that you can imagine being there in your mind's eye, that tells your brain that you're safe. And it takes you immediately out of that fight and flight so that you can come with your clarity, your calmness, and your creativity. Now, to finish this practice, you can either find your sofa, a chair, or spin around if you've got a wall near you. And we're going to do legs up the wall. All right? We just really want to reverse this energy. Put your hands on your belly, one on your heart, one on your navel. And come back to your mantra and repeat that as you relax with your legs up the wall. If it's I am safe, you'll say to yourself, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. Now, if you're comfortable here, you can stay here and let the video end. Or if you'd like to come out of this, you can slowly bring your legs down, rolling onto your side and pushing up through your free hand. Coming to a comfortable seat or where you're most comfortable. Bring your hands alongside your body, lift up from the root. Know that you are safe. You have the ability to create safety no matter where you are. Know that you are loved, and I'm so happy that you're here. See you for day 2. Namaste and Beyonce.